rêves, si tu nous regrettes. Toutes nos folies passagères, on n'avait rien que nos regards. On était ni stable ni sage.
Ya kawan-kawan, selamat pagi Knowledge Meet ucapkan. Kita bertemu lagi pada kesempatan ini. Terima kasih kerana sentiasa bersama channel ini. Dan pada hari ini, pagi ini, kita akan melihat satu artikel lah yang telah ditulis oleh Samuel Chua and Noel Wong, July 4th, 2021. Dan terima kasih kepada Samuel Chua dan Noel Wong kerana menulis artikel ini, kerana Knowledge Meet pun tersasul-sasul pula. Kerana Knowledge Meet pun pertama kali mengetahui bahawa ada pula American colony di Sabah back in 1865 ini yang dinamakan Elena, ya. Tempat ini adalah di muara Sungai Kimanis yang mereka namakan Elena. Dan terima kasih juga kepada founder of the North Borneo Historical Society, Richard Kerr, kerana mereka telah, atau beliau telah memberikan pendapat beliau ataupun feedback beliau dalam artikel ini. Dan sekali lagi Knowledge Meet ucapkan terima kasih, thank you very much kepada Samuel Chua and Noel Wong kerana artikel ini, ya. Tajuk artikel ini adalah Elena, the Forgotten American Colony in Sabah. Dan memang ada buktinya disebabkan oleh batu nisan Thomas Bradley Harris telah dijumpai di kawasan bukit di sekitar tempat di Kimanis itulah, di muara sungai. According to them, di satu bukit pada 1909. Dan kalau ada peluang, mau juga pergi cari itu tempat. Walau bagaimanapun, jom kita lihat apakah sejarah itu. Ini dia tombstone, batu nisan Thomas Bradley Harris, ya, yang telah dijumpai pada 1909, membuktikan ada koloni di sana. For most Malaysians, July 4th is just another day on the calendar. But while people in the US celebrate the Independence Day, few know that a small group of Americans once raised the flag to celebrate a new colony is what is now called Sabah, yaitu North Borneo pada masa itu. For 1 year, a Yankee Raja ruled over a patch of land near the mouth of the Kimanis River, which had been obtained on a 10-year lease from the Sultan of Brunei, then the overlord of much of Borneo. Yeah, so wow, amazing, ya. Jadi Kimanis today is a peaceful and idyllic town with the most unknown history at the site of one-time American colony called Elena, ya, dinamakan Elena. Jadi kita pun tidak tahu rupa-rupanya ada koloni pada masa dahulu. Ya, jadi ini adalah gambar Pekan Kimanis lama kalau saya tidak silap lah, ya. Dan patutnya harus dijadikan sebagai heritage town lah. We don't know wujud pula, bayangkan kalau dia jadi sampai sekarang the colony. Elena was the starting point for many colonists who created interest to explore more of North Borneo, as it was largely unoccupied. Kan inilah yang dikatakan oleh founder of North Borneo Historical Society lah. The foundation of the colony marked a significant time in Sabah history. So sangatlah significant lah. The story begins with the arrival of Charles Lee Moses, also named Claude Lee Moses in certain document, in 1865. He was to serve as the American Consul General to Brunei and receive a 10-year lease from the Sultan of Brunei for a piece of land near the mouth of the Kimanis River. So bagi Knowledge Meet ini adalah satu finding ataupun dapatan yang signifikan lah, ya. Dan kita sambung lagi. Moses sailed to Hong Kong to look for investors and met fellow Americans Joseph William Torrey and Thomas Bradley Harris. Together with a few Chinese backers, they formed the American Trading Company of Borneo. The ownership of the lease was transferred to Torrey, who would become the first and only Yankee Raja in the history of the region. Wow, what a history, and what apa ini finding dia. Dan ini dia Richard Kerr, founder of the North Borneo Historical Society. Thank you Sir Richard Kerr, kerana dia juga telah memberikan pendapat beliau dalam artikel ini, ya. Sangat signifikan lah. Kerr says 12 Americans led by Torre as well as 60 Chinese headed to Elena ataupun Kimanis, and the American flag was raised day in December 1865. The colonists started to clear the land and plant. Banyaklah dorang tanam sugar cane, rotan dan sebagainya lah kan. However, Elena was never given the opportunity to flourish. Elena went down as quickly as it came into being. Torre and Harris were not able to get any financial backing from the US government, which believed that funding such a colony was a waste of time, membuang masa. Bayangkan pada masa itu US government agree untuk support mereka dan wujudkan koloni ini. Maybe pada masa ini adalah American punya area koloni yang ada di Kimanis ya. Jadi bagi Knowledge Mitch dan bagi sesiapa ataupun subscriber Knowledge Mitch, we are so lucky to have known this history, dan sangat-sangatlah bagi Knowledge Mitch satu finding yang sangat bagus kita kongsikan, dan mungkin ada banyak lagi sejarah-sejarah yang masih belum diterokai, yang tidak diketahui oleh kita semua di Sabah ini ya. Dan kalau bukan artikel-artikel seperti ini, mungkin dia akan berkubur. Mungkin bila kita sudah tidak ada di dunia ini pun kita tidak ketahui. So all these finding, all these things that being discovered by those people are our fundamental history. Eventually, some of the Americans gave up and left the colony, while others died from the tropical diseases. This include Harris, who died of malaria in 1866. The Chinese too, who had not received their wages and were being harshly treated, creating condition for a riot. They eventually returned to Hong Kong or work in British mine. Wah, itulah dia punya cerita dah. So, part of the history. Dan kalau kita lihat, inilah kawasan yang dijadikan former colony of Elena. Mungkin kalau dicari betul-betul memang ada, tapi mungkin tidak tahu di mana actual site dia lah, sebab sudah dipenuhi dengan hutan. So sayang tempat itu. Tapi kalau it can be discovered again, sesuai untuk dijadikan produk pelancongan heritage tourism. Elena was not even a year old when it fell apart. Despite the poor conditions and lost prospects, Torre hung around in the region for about 2 years and managed to make a tidy profit of 25,000 USD when he sold the lease to the Austrian Baron von Overbeck. Wow. The Austria-Hungary government actually considered developing Elena, but ultimately decided it was a bad idea, forcing the Baron to sell the land to Alfred Dann, a British officer. Under him, the land became part of the British North Borneo Chartered Company. As for Moses, he died at sea in 1868, a financially broken man, and thus ends the tale. So itulah akhirnya dijual kepada British North Borneo Chartered Company. According to Kerr, many have tried to locate the site of the old colony of Elena, but the jungle took over every part of the area. But Harris' grave was located in 1909 at the top of the hill, and his tomb has become a reminder that an American colony once existed in North Borneo. Kerr laments that many people still do not know about Malaysia's rich history prior to independence. Our knowledge about history is limited to what we learn from textbook. Yaitu dia. Actually banyak lagi yang belum kena discover lah. Story that are still undiscovered. Yang kita tahu adalah cuma melalui buku-buku teks lah. Jadi diharapkan lagi ramai kawan-kawan di sana yang meminati pencarian sejarah yang ada di Sabah ini. Seperti apa yang kita ketahui, pada kali ini dia Elena ya, sebenarnya bekas koloni orang-orang Amerika dulu, tapi tidak menjadi kenyataan. Dan sekali lagi inilah dia batu nisan Thomas Bradley Harris yang telah dijumpai di satu bukit di Kimanis. Mungkin saya rasa ada lagi di sana. Kalau Knowledge Mitch free, mau juga pergi tengok 1909. Oleh itu, terima kasih kerana mendengar. Semoga anda suka sejarah ini, dan jangan lupa subscribe, like, stay awesome, God bless.